If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, we have an idea for you. This Saturday and Sunday, the Otaku Food Festival is taking place at the Wonderland of America's Mall. The event promises family-friendly fun for both anime lovers and foodies. We got a chance to sit down with organizer Vincent Tran to get a better idea of what you can expect if you would like to drop by. Vincent, tell me, what made you want to bring this event to life? We're talking food, cherry blossoms, anime, an amazing combination of all these things.
It's a long story, but I'll keep it short. But yeah, a long time ago, before COVID, I used to be a vendor making the Japanese street food. Inspiration from Asia, because it's hot over there in the daytime, and everyone lives in these little apartments. So nighttime comes out, it's nice outside, and food is there all along the streets. And I wanted to bring something, that experience to America. But I started vending, but then I wanted to bring it to the general audience, because a lot of the events that I was vending at, they were all geared towards the Asians. So the Vietnamese community would gear for the Vietnamese, and Chinese would gear towards the Chinese. I wanted to bring it to everybody, and I've always liked anime. And slowly I figured, hey, you know what? Anime is very popular. Asian food's very popular. Put it all together and throw a free event, and that's where we are now.
Free and lots of fun. I love it. Yeah. You've been doing this for a few years now. What's changed since the first food festival event, and what makes this year so special in San Antonio?
San Antonio has always been our #1 market, and I think it has to do with the diversity of the foods that are available in San Antonio and what aren't. One big change is we have 30 food vendors versus 20-something last event. The most popular ones are going to be the souffle, the Japanese souffle, and the Japanese takoyaki. Those are the big lines, and we can't help it. Street food is I want people to understand the street food is not pre-made. It's made on site. Souffle takes 10, 12 minutes. You can't rush it. You just can't rush it. And those lines tend to be long. So we encourage our people to come early or come late. But right in the middle, it's going to be long. The biggest changes are basically going to be more food vendors, just to try to get the line situation diffused. And then we have a lot of vendors indoors. We're trying to go upstairs in the mall because it's just packed in the bottom. And it's going to be hot. So I'm hoping people grab their foods, go into the mall, because I would say 80% of everything else is in the mall. The parking lot's just the tip of the iceberg.
Awesome. So you are definitely preparing for a hot weekend ahead, it sounds like.
I heard it's going to be triple digits. So we got to, I'm going to probably post another one letting people know, hey, make sure you hydrate. We're going to have water with all our vendors, bring umbrellas, and we're going to try to get some water misters like in the front of the booths so that people can kind of cool off. And, we do have the mall. So, I mean, if it gets hot, run inside, but I can't control the weather.
You can, but hopefully people definitely do their best on their part to stay hydrated. So you talked a little bit about 30 plus vendors. Wow.
Food vendors.
Food vendors. Yeah. Food vendors. Just thinking of all this great food. You're making me hungry, but not only that. So you talked about some fan favorites. What's a must try on your end?
We actually have a bucket list that we just popped up, and what we're trying to do is help help people understand or know or navigate their way around the food. It's going to be posted soon, but it's going to be the souffle is always popular. Japanese food, the Japanese takoyaki and the fish-shaped little taiyaki, those are always popular. But we've got a lot of we have Thai food, we have Indonesian food, we have Filipino food, we have lots of very cool drinks. So I mean, it's basically, I would suggest go do your window shopping, look around first, and then get in line. And if the lines are long, if you're in a group, go to different lines and strategize. But with 30 different vendors, I mean, how can you go wrong? There's got to be something that you like. We even have a little Tex-Mex who does birria. That's to fill in the void for those who want a little mix of whatever. And they do, I think they do like a ramen birria too, which is kind of a fusion thing. Yeah.
Wow, you're tempting me. It's really hard over here on this end.
Right. No, it's just the food, but keep in mind, like I said, 80% is indoors. We're going to have sumo wrestling. We're going to have a stage with performances, every hour. So it's going to be something going on all the time. We have voice actors from anime, very popular ones that we're going to have upstairs. We're building upstairs to try to get people to, free up the bottom level, but upstairs we're gonna have all the voice actors. We have a do-it-yourself station where people can paint their own masks. They can paint their own little anime piggy banks. There's gonna be a photo area up there. We're gonna address, gonna design it really nicely with the cherry blossom theme, and it's all gonna be upstairs. The stage will be downstairs, and then sumo's on the other end of the mall too. So lots of things to do.
What would you consider one of your headliners for the voiceover acting or anime character?
The voice actors, to tell you the truth, I'm an older gen. I'm Dragon Ball Z gen, but yeah, we always change it around. We're gonna have, I think, 8 voice actors that play different roles for different anime series. So I mean, we've already have it posted so people can check it out. And I mean, with 8 voice actors, you can't go wrong. You're gonna find someone that you can relate to.
It seems that you prioritize local vendors. That's an awesome thing to shed light on. Can you share with me why that's important to you and for this event to shine light, to bring them to a festival such like this?
We are Houston based, but we don't say that we're a Houston company. We're, one very important thing that people don't realize is that we also, we tend to use malls, local malls, and I grew up, with the malls, and now they're dying. People just aren't going back to the malls, and I fully support the malls. The malls fully support us. But for Wonderland, where we're going to be, people haven't been back in 30 years. Some have never been to the mall. I want them to know that the mall's still there, and we've done it to where people actually go into the mall and hang out in the mall. So you really have to go and search your vendors. You really got to go in and look for the sumo. You got to look for the stage. So we're not like the circus where we're outside and no one goes into the mall. We're here to support, the malls. And I think that that's an ongoing thing. We work on a mutual benefit with the malls.
And you also mentioned this isn't just about food and fun. It's also to shed light on Asian traditions and fandom, almost like in a hand-in-hand combination.
Yeah. So basically, it's just the experience of getting the street food like fresh for you. It's very, it's an Asian style. And then there are foods that our vendors sell that you can't get anywhere else. Skewers, all kinds of skewers, and they're made right there for you. So, people can say the lines are long. I'll go to a restaurant, but can you go to a restaurant and hit, 10, 12 different nationalities at one time?
Yeah. Okay. Last question before I let you go this morning. Labubus have been trending.
Yes.
Can any people who are going to this event find a Labubu collectible?
They can, but here's I made a very big deal about this with my vendors. There are vendors, and I have over 100 vendors that are selling non-authentic. And I tell them, you can't, if it's a collectible, you can't sell not authentic merchandise. So for the customers, be aware, if it's not a collectible, it might not be authentic, but anything that's collectible, I'm going to go around and check. And we don't want the customers walk away, with a bad experience. So it's something that, little secret boxes and whatnot, I want to make sure that those are real and not fake. If you're going to pay for it, you're going to, I want you to get what you paid for. So Labubus will definitely be there. But again, the hard problem is with me enforcing, authentic products.
Awesome. It's a 2-day event happening this weekend. We've talked all good things. It sounds like a fun time again, and it's free. So there should be no reason why you shouldn't go try it out.
No, you're right. And just make sure that let everyone know it's going to be hot. So dress appropriately, bring that umbrella, hydrate. We're going to have EMS on site too, but it's going to be triple digits. It's hotter than I thought it was going to be. And I think that they'll still have a great time.
All right. Thank you, Vincent, for your time.
Thank you. All right. I'll see you. Bye-bye.